Thank you for tuning in. You are listening to Shop Talk Radio, and I am your host, Styles by Joni. You can tune in on iHeartRadio, Apple Music, Streamer. We are everywhere, guys. Tune in and enjoy. We are here to inspire, uplift, and bring information and inspiration. So, guys, what I'm going to do for you guys today, I'm just going to share a little bit about my holiday. I hope you guys' holiday went wonderful. I hope you guys enjoyed your family and friends and food and was delighted. So, guys, listen, this is what we're going to talk about. I had a little situation over the holiday that I thought I would bring to you guys and share with you because it really blew me a little bit. It really kind of made me think, and I thought to say, you know what, I'm going to share this with my people. I want to share this with everybody, you know. So what happened was I watched the Colin Kirkpatrick series, documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you guys saw it or if you caught it yet, but it's a good watch. It really enlightened me on who he was and why he did what he did. And it really shared his story. You know what I mean? Check it out. Check it out. It's a really good watch. So before we were invited to a little dinner, right? So before the dinner, I decided to watch the Colin Kirkpatrick series. So when we got over to the invite, you know, we had a good time. Football, food, kids run around, you know, topics, talking, all that good stuff, watching football. So it was real heated and, you know, a lot of excitement. Had a good time. So a topic came up where this one guy was speaking about Colin Kirkpatrick not standing up for the flag and not for the national anthem, not putting his hand and standing up for the national anthem. Instead, what Colin did was he kneeled down. So he took a stand. So this guy was so upset. He was so upset and he was loud and he was, you know, aggressive and very, very passionate about what he felt. He felt like he said that he should not have knelt down. How dare he do that? How dare he disrespect the flag? How dare he? You know, and he was really, really loud. Now, I'm going to tell you something. He was the only guy that was not black, okay? And that blew my mind. I was kind of like in shock. I'm looking like, okay, you know what I mean? Like, is it really that serious? Like, but it might have been serious for him, okay? He was the only white man in the room, okay? So, you know, very loud and aggressive and, oh, he should have never disrespected the flag. How dare he? Who does that? Who disrespects the flag? I serve for this country. And who is he? So I understood his rant as far as what he's saying that he served the country. But it seems to me it did not matter to him why Colin Kirkpatrick decided to kneel. He had no concerns or no whatsoever. He did not give two flying, I'm not going to say the word, but he did not care at all about why he kneeled. It was just the fact he felt like he disrespected the flag. Okay, so he went on with his rant and the whole room was quiet. Now, it was one guy that he was conversing with. They were talking back and forth, but that guy, he got quiet. You know, it's like he shut the room down. He completely shut the room down. So the guy that he was conversing with and had the conversation with, he said to me, so ma'am, what do you think about what he just said? So at that moment, I'm looking at him like, who, me? He said, yeah, you. I want to know how you feel about what he just said. So I was like, well, you know, it's a funny thing that, you know, in my head, I'm saying, I just watched the series about Colin. So I really, really understood why he, you know, it just made a big difference, you know. So I just said to him, I understand what he's saying, what Colin Kirkpatrick, why he did what he did. He did not kneel because he was disrespecting the flag. He was kneeling because people were disrespecting black people. And so much was happening to black people at the time. So he was taking a stand for his race of people. He was taking a stand for something. So I understood that. And so after my response, which was short, you know, and to the point, you know, the conversation ended. That was it. The guy didn't say anything else. You know, the conversation ended and everybody's faces was like dropped like in awe because he was so passionate about how he feel. He was so passionate about the flag. He was so passionate about the United States of America. He was passionate about he served for this country. Now remember, he's a white man in a room full of black people. Okay, let's say it's 10 people, and he was the only white man. Okay, and guess what else? It's his home. It's his home. Okay, and he's in a relationship with a black woman, which is her home. So who's to say what a person could do in their home, in their house? That's what, I'm not questioning that at all. My thing about it is, what I want to enlighten people, our culture, about is that you will be put in a situation in your life one day, at work, at church, anywhere. You could be anywhere, and this situation or topic or situation like this will happen, where you will be challenged by someone else's feelings about how they feel about their race, or how they feel about you, or how they feel about something that's passionate to them that involves you, because they will not attack you, but it may come across to you. So how to handle that? How will you guys handle a situation like that? I think I did well, because I was melting down in my chair because he was so aggressive, and he was so, I wanted to say something, like, but I don't want to stop the man in his house and what he's saying. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to create no dialogue and no, back and forth with this man. I don't know who this guy is, Well, I know of him, but not like that. So I didn't want the conversation to go left any further than it did. So how will you, in a situation like this, handle it? I want my young people, I want my people to be able to stand up and be able to speak articulate against someone that is attacking who you are. And that I felt a little bit that he was not, I'm not going to say he was attacking a particular group of people, but if he was saying how he was saying so adamant about Colin not respecting the flag, it had a little bit to do with his blackness. To me, I took it that way in a sense, because his anger and his aggression, it had to do with both the flag and Colin being black. So, I want you guys to be ready for that, because it's going to put those different feelings in you. It's going to bring and arise those different feelings about how that person feels about what the topic is, or what they're attacking you with, or challenging you. That's a better word. Or challenge you with. How will you handle it? You're going to have to be ready for stuff like this. You're going to have to be ready for people judging you on your color of your skin. You're going to have to be ready for people not valuing who you are as a person. They're not going to value your job and on your job as a person. And it's not so much about black and white at the time. Sometimes it could just be your person and who you are. How are you going to handle that? I want you guys to make sure that you stand up for whatever it is that's going to come at you. Because this is what we are in the world today. We are in the world of attack. And that is a broad spectrum. That we are under attack in various ways. And I just wanted to share this little story with you guys that I felt. I'm not going to say I felt attacked, but I felt attacked in a certain way, because it brought a lot of feelings. Like when he was talking and he was so aggressive, that is how a lot of people that's not black feel about certain things, and they're adamant about it. And they showed you that, we saw that, how adamant they were. They show you how adamant they are when they display the things, and they display that they don't like you, or they display they don't want you to have this job, or they display they don't want to go to school with you. Or we're in a time right now that we need to stand up for our rights. I'm telling you. And for some reason, that was just the beginning. For some reason, what I got out of that moment was a teaching that is coming. So to be ready and to handle yourself respectfully. Don't lose yourself in somebody else's ignorance. Don't lose yourself in who you are for someone else's ways and beliefs. Because a person believes in what they believe in, that don't take that on for you to carry. Leave that where it is and learn something from it. So that's what I did. I just wanted to share this with you guys. I wanted to bring just a little bit of knowledge You know, sometimes you have to have knowledge in things. Educate yourself on topics and different things that's going on around you. And it's so much. So I just thought I would want to bring this to you guys. I hope it helped you guys, because maybe this might have had help happen to you guys recently. Maybe you guys feeling me right now, what I'm saying. Because it blew me away. It was like, wow. But I was ready for it. You know what I'm saying? I was excited for the dialogue in the topic, but it went nowhere. It went nowhere. Now, why did it go nowhere? I don't know. I don't know. But I think I did great, and I answered his question, because he stopped talking. The guy who asked me my opinion, what I thought about what the guy just said, I think I gave enough so that he knows that, yeah, I hear what you're saying, but also, Colin Kirkpatrick stood up for something. Colin Kirkpatrick went through a lot in his young life. From 5 weeks old, he was adopted out to a white couple who raised him, who knew nothing about the culture, who could not help him in the situation, him living and him being raised and going to school with white kids. They couldn't help him on understanding that his culture mattered to him. They couldn't help him in understanding that he wanted to date a black girl, but they forced a white girl on him. It's a lot. They didn't understand that he wanted to have his hair braided. You know what I mean? It's just a lot. That's why he wears his afro. He wanted to know his culture and who he is. So as a people who we are, I want us to grow. I want us to be knowledgeable. I want us to know who we are and be great. Again, guys, until next time, I hope you guys enjoyed this segment. And tune in Wednesdays, 10:45 p.m. Again, until next time, be blessed and definitely not stressed.